After creating language in my last video, I felt that wasn't challenging enough. I mean, who needs Windows and all this modern technology when I could create something much better?
Hot glue allows us to embed other websites into hot glue. The band has already hosted their album on this cool platform. Duplicating the information is unnecessary. So let's just copy the web address. In the new object menu, we'll choose to embed another web page and paste the URL into the input field that pops up. Can you believe it? It's magical. It works as a common object. Now, we'll modify the size of the embedded page to adjust it to our page. Let's hear the song. Now, we'll create a new page that will be our home page. So we'll name it General. Firstly, we'll create a background. This time we'll use text objects as a background. If we press Shift while clicking the background color icon, it will open an input field that shows the specific color code in RGB format. I'll enter a new code to get the color I want. It works the same with all kinds of background and font color icons. We'll clone the object. This time, we'll introduce a color code in hexadecimal format. We'll keep working with all text and image objects to get a nice design. In the embedded HTML5 video tag, we can play video and audio in hot glue without having to install any external plugin in the web browser. The page is kind of boring like this. Uploading video and audio objects is as easy as with other objects. Just drag from any folder in your computer. In Chapter 6, we'll explain how to convert video and audio files to OGG, the format supported by Hot Glue. As you can see, uploaded videos have a few more properties than embedded ones. We choose both automatic playback of video and toggle looping of video to get the video playing once and again and again. We'll hide the control elements. To finish, we'll click on Mute Video, since we'll use another background music. The properties on the left side are the same as all uploaded videos. Let's place the video behind the TV. Now we'll upload two songs. You should notice that properties of audio objects are the same as keep automatic playback activated just for the first song. So,
Hi, I'm Lauren O'Neill, a producer on the community desk at cbcnews.ca and bona fide internet addict. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, and a host of other social networks. I also maintain a personal blog called hornetlog.com. You know, most of us are aware of the importance of having strong passwords and oversharing online. But every day, millions of us compromise our privacy by doing something as simple as buying a cup of coffee or checking email on our smartphone. To show just how much we're being tracked, CBC News decided to follow a day in the life of me. I knew I was leaving a digital footprint before, but I had no idea how big it was.
La net art, computer art,
Hi,
web
I'm-
art, comprende forme d'arte nate e cresciute sul web. Riguarda l'utilizzo di internet non come mezzo di diffusione dell'opera artistica, ma di creazione artistica. Da non confondere dunque con l'art on the web, che utilizza invece internet semplicemente come mezzo di distribuzione delle informazioni. La parola net art, nata nel 1995 ad opera di Luke Kosick, nasce
John
proprio per
Say.
sottolineare la distinzione tra le forme d'arte che fanno parte del web da quelle che se ne servono per la loro diffusione. La net art è un fenomeno recente, ma si può parlare già della sua
agora.
storia
Honkai
e
Star
delle
Rail.
sue origini ed evoluzioni. Muove dalle avanguardie storiche da cui trae spunto per realizzare opere che
Sì,
contemplano non
peraí.
più solo
Tá.
oggetti, ma l'intero mondo del
Preciso
web
assistir
che
isso
viene ora
mesmo.
trattato come un vero e proprio ready-made da manipolare.
Não, bom, não é igual, mas é,
All'interno si muovono
é jogo de
esperienze
perder
come quelle
dinheiro
di
também, igual
artisti che, come proponeva già Duchamp, non mirano alla creazione di oggetti estetici ma ad attivare operazioni culturali.
Ah, não.
Esemplificative in tal senso le opere che
Teria que
sollecitano il
viagem
dibattito su problematiche riguardanti i concetti di privacy o copyright, inerenti alla comunicazione di massa o le azioni legate a sovvertire in maniera ironica la seriosità della tecnologia, mostrando ciò che sta dietro il testo, cioè il rovescio del PC. Nel dibattito sono legate alcune manifestazioni che si pongono all'origine del fenomeno. Nel Time, una mail nata a Venezia per l'iniziativa di Shoes and Clothing, ospiterà tra il 1985 e il 1988 alcune importantissime discussioni relative agli intenti al rapporto istituzioni e arte in rete. Attraverso l'uso di mailing list e newsgroup si è formato un bellissimo ecosistema completamente svincolato dagli ambienti dell'arte tradizionale, dirà Valentina Tani. Un ambiente con il suo pubblico, una sua attività critica e un ruolo di scambio e discussione.
Não. Ai, que horror.
Sempre alle origini del fenomeno,
A líder da gangue deles.
Il nostro lavoro previene un computer non di innovazione, osservando Jody è la universalmente considerata
Tá, ela foi para as minas. Eu vou pôr na TV, eu acho, pra assistir você jogando.
Proprio documento 10 che nel 1997 suggella l'ingresso del fenomeno net art nel vasto panorama dell'arte contemporanea. In quel momento la net art comincerà ad entrare negli interessi dei circuiti museali statunitensi e ne permetteranno alcuni sconfinamenti della rete. In poco tempo il fenomeno si espanderà in modo esponenziale e coinvolgerà un numero elevatissimo di soggetti che non saranno solamente artisti ma anche scrittori, programmatori, hacker, attivisti. Ma quali sono i contenuti di un'opera di tempo?
é aquela coisa desagradável. Foi quando eu vi tava um barulho de tec-tec saindo fora da minha cabeça. Eu não sei o que eu faço. Tô preto. Você tá tweetando? Ah. Ok. Cheguei. Aprecie. Cadê esse puzzle? Ah, que safado, hein? Ah, sim, essa é... Meu Deus. Essa criança que se veste diferente que ela jogava. Ok. Batalha. Ah, acabou já. Tá bom. Meu Deus, olha. Tá gravando tudo. Ah não, eu fui pra outra missão que eu nem sabia.
Kevin Myers stated that he's been the subject of sexual harassment, quote, since his first day back in 2012. In what was commonly described as a frat boy culture, there were long-running games around senior managers playing gay chicken with employees, where the first to grab another guy's junk wins, which is, of course, widely known as professional workplace behavior. CEO Bobby Kotick spoke out 7 days after the story broke, in a statement saying, I want to recognize and thank all those who have come forward in the past and in recent days. I so appreciate your courage. Every voice matters, and we will do a better job of listening now and in the future. Now that I've been caught. He didn't say that last part, but he wouldn't have even meant it then. Because 2 days after that statement, Blizzard hired an infamous union-busting firm in order to make sure that the voices of their employees were heard as little as possible, because the treatment of human beings comes second to Blizzard's bottom line. The lawsuit only mentioned 2.
Tread softly. Zarek awaits beyond these gates. The master.
The original Kuwahara filter suffers from box-shaped artifacts, which are pretty obvious. The square kernel is mostly to blame for this, making the image look like it was drawn with one of those weird square-shaped markers. To remedy this, they replaced the square kernel with a circular kernel. The square shape isn't the only issue with the kernel. The 4 sectors end up not being enough to sufficiently preserve edgelines, as we miss out on a lot of possible angles.
On behalf of Kaylee and Travis,
The
thank you all for being here today, taking the time and making the journey, and for all the effort that it takes not only to be a part of this day, but to be a part of each other's lives. Kaylee and Travis have invited you here to this beautiful place to show you a glimpse of an important piece of their love.
This was an objectively good service for the budding internet age, and then it just kept sitting there, growing. More games released, and more games released, and the library of Steam just kept getting bigger.
I still remember the first day of freshman year podcast with you. Thinking, man, that's always been like
Steam was not massive backlash from fans.
if someone would have told me that day that in 10 years I'll be standing here at the open front of you, becoming your wife, I would have told them they were crazy. But I also would have told them that indeed is the case. I would be the luckiest girl in the world.
Because for the longest time,
choosing to spend the rest of my life doing the most obvious
I
never could have imagined like so fortunate remarrying someone with caring, nurturing, and as hardworking as you.
I promise to be the best wife I can be, to make your mother proud that you chose me. And I can guarantee that when this life is over, my soul will continue to follow you, wherever you go, because a lifetime with you can never be enough time. I love you forever and always. Travis Joseph Lambert.
But the main issue with this game is that you cannot find an honest review of this game anywhere. People see Cute Cat, a cyberpunk world, and immediately it's gonna get infinite Reddit gold for the rest of its life. And take it from me, as someone who likes cute cats in cyberpunk worlds, even I can tell people are reviewing this game the same way you would rate cold french fries after being starved in the desert for 30 days. Because in straight, if you take the cat out of this game, you're left with a drunk 5 out of 7 at best. Which is the same amount of hours it takes to beat the game.
If we instead use Gaussian shapes, these artifacts should go
But see,
away.
that's the issue.
The last
Because in
change
straight,
Party's
playing as the
team
cat
made
has
to the original
nothing to do with
Kuwahara
80% of the stuff
filter
going on in
Hey,
this game.
everybody.
And you can tell.
So,
all
the
reviews are
internet
just
is a
really
big
20
place.
minutes of
If you've been around this channel for any bit of time, you know this already. But I feel like a lot of us kind of forget just how big it actually is. From its very early days, the internet has been constantly growing, changing, diversifying, and building up these unbelievably complex network of interconnected systems that it's become today. Over 5 billion people interacting daily during the course of over 30 years have created an almost unthinkable amount of information, more than any one person could even dream of seeing in one lifetime, or 1,000, or 1,000,000. But what we see on the surface of the internet today isn't exactly the whole picture. Say the World Wide Web was a city of sorts. Its glimmering spires and vibrant sky-piercing monoliths would hide beneath their glowing shadows, a nearly endless network of sprawling slums, burnout districts.
You can't just do it whenever. Bad? No, I should not be having to use the Animal Crossing music this early on in the review. Now you're still allowed to do things like jump, if there's a button prompt that allows you to in the specific space. Sure, you can drink water, if there's a button prompt that allows you to in the specific space. Sure, you can scratch the carpet, if there's a button prompt that allows you to. Sure, you can scratch trees with the trigger buttons. The only button I get to press without having to be in a specific spot is the meow button. And that one's great. You nailed the meow button. It does exactly what I wanted it to do. We're like 1 for 5 here, though. This is by far the game's greatest issue. By assigning the jump to be a contextual action, it completely takes any risk-reward out of the process. If the main part of the game is gonna be the gameplay, you gotta let me do the fucking gameplay. Imagine if Mario 64 pulled this type of shit. I mean, Mario 3D had cats and it managed to pull it off. So what's Stray's excuse?
Hello,
I know I'm being harsh on this, but
in
this
this
takes what could
episode
have
of
been
the
a 10 out of 10
Stories
game and just
I want
dumps
to
it down to
combine
a 7 at
sitting
best.
here and
As you
talking
make your
about
way
art
towards the end
with
of the
the
tutorial,
real art
you finally
experience.
arrive at a rusted
Consider
pipe
it
that
as
needs to
going
be
to the
crossed.
museum in
This is where the
parallel
game's
to
first
surfing
major
the
cutscene
internet or
happens.
playing video games or whatever that
And nothing
you do
bad happens
on the
here
internet.
at all. The cat makes it
Because
safely from
this
one side to the
museum
other.
is
The
online.
game ends.
No
Everyone's
worries,
good.
I do not
Cats are
suggest
happy,
you
and the
taking
gas
the
prices go back
virtual
down the hill.
tour to the Uffizi Gallery
Wishful thinking.
or get
Instead,
stuck
we are
with the
treated to
Google Arts and
arguably
Culture
what is one of
project.
the saddest
Although,
cutscenes
this is
I
not the
have
worst
ever
way to
witnessed in a video game. I'm just gonna let it play.
And you know what's
Empath's
really
super
great about
important.
this online museum is that you are a curator. And as the title of this video clearly states, I'm going to talk about internet art. So you can enjoy authentic artworks in the place where it belongs. But before you start building your own museum,
Jim,
let's figure out what it all means.
We're like almost there.
So what
Don't you think we
is
can get like
internet
a
art?
sadder meow as
On
the
the
cat falls
surface,
to
it's
his
rather
death?
simple.
We've already thrown
Internet
13
art
cats
is
off the roof
art
of this building.
based on internet
We're all
or
out.
made with
After
available
the fall,
internet
we then see the
technologies.
cat limping alone in the
Note
corner
that
of the
we
stairwell.
have
We
changed
venture out
life
into a ghost
in a
town,
short
the only
20
signs of
years.
life
A
being
decade
those
later,
things.
visual
Nossa, eu
artists
fiz
got around to
tantas
the
coisas.
internet
Hoje
not just
eu
as an
fui
instrument of communication
verdadeiro
in one's
dono de
online
casa,
presence.
assim,
They discovered
marido,
infinite
de
possibilities
aluguel.
of the artistic expression.
Eu instalei
The beauty of the
prateleiras
internet
para
is that it
colocar os
allows
temperinhos de
interconnected
comida.
creation, sharing, and consumption of
Eu
its
aspirei a
products.
casa.
Artists find
Eu
this
botei o
particular
colchão no
idea
sol.
the most important.
Eu
Take for instance Oля Lyanina from
coloquei
Russia,
o cabo
who was
de
standing at the
internet
avant-garde of this
fixado
art
na
movement.
parede para não ficar
In
tudo solto no
1996,
chão.
she created a project, My Boyfriend Came
Eu
Back
fiz
from the
muitas
War.
coisas hoje.
It is a narrative website that reveals the dialogue between two fictional characters. No matter which replies you choose, the whole conversation doesn't work out well. Part of this failure is our own choice, and part is deliberately irrational but still possible answers that artists encoded in it. My boyfriend came back from the war, has no hidden political message or pacifistic purpose as it would be expected in the 90s of the 20th century during the active warfare in the Middle East, Eastern Europe, Caucasus, and a number of civil wars in Africa. We have to try to look at it separately from the context. As a lexical item, as a phrase, my boyfriend came back from the war sounds like a poetry because it has its own rhythm. And this is what actually Aureliana meant. I always wanted to complete it as a poem, but the next lines never came. You might think there is something wrong with my internet connection since some images upload quite slow. But no, everything's fine. Aulia intentionally slowed down the loading time to give you this sense of the web 1.0. However, it is not just a cute throwback to the...
Tá, então eu vou mexer e você fala se eu tô me aproximando ou me afastando. Daí eu vou pra perto de vocês. Ó. Pô, cacete. Ai, tem uma coisa aqui. Para de falar comigo, bicho. Ai, meu Deus, eu ouvi coisas... Olha, tem dinheiro aqui. Por que eu não consigo pegar? Olha o mapa. Por que eu não consigo pegar pão? Ih, travei. Ai, sua conexão expirou. Olha o mapa. Por que eu não consigo pegar pão? Ih, travei. Ai, sua conexão expirou. Viu, sabichão? Aqui eu não voltei ainda.
Eu não vi uma entidade.
Ah, não! Eu entrei no negócio errado. Eu saio. S. R. Ah, mas eu queria matar entidades.
Ah, vamos continuar então. Vamos pro teleporte. Vamos lá, todos juntos.
Como que recarrega?
Por aqui? Vamos por aqui, ó, junto com aquele cara. Tem uma porta.
Ai. Ai, socorro. Socorro. Ai. Ah, socorro. Meu Deus, que terror. Isso foi terrível. Vem com o Doguinho. Por que não tá saindo tiro de mim? Ah, tá saindo.